Sorry, Frosty. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Civilian Angle. I'm Garrett. Today I'm going to be going over a few pieces of equipment that I really either don't enjoy or really do enjoy, and think would be a great purchase if you're looking for, you know, a tactical drop leg or mid-ride holster. So let's get into it. First, I'm going to go over some things that you just flat out shouldn't buy. I'll teach you some lessons that I learned the hard way, so that you don't have to learn them. First is, the Army Navy store special drop leg holsters. These, at face value look like, hey, that could work really well. However, you buy it, you use it, you learn what you do and don't like, and the cons heavily outweigh the pros very quickly. With this one, this is a Velcro retention holster. You basically open it up, slap your gun in, wrap your gun up like a burrito, and then you have this awesome, super secure button up here, button strap that half the time you can't even get buttoned because the rear of your gun is pressing on them. So, this thing, not very trusty. The leg straps get kind of annoying, honestly. There's no stretch to them at all, so comfort is limited, and they just quality wise, I won't say the materials are bad, just the idea of this holster and it being used for any kind of fast tactical situation or anything like that just scares the crap out of me that people might actually use this. This attaches onto the belt. You can take it right off your belt and quickly remove it, or also, somebody else could take it off your belt and quickly remove it, which would not be good. But yeah, so this one, definitely not. This is by Rothco. So I'm sure they make some good stuff, but when it comes to this, I wouldn't go for it. I'd save your money. So let's go over to this Fox Tactical one, kind of the same thing, Army Navy store special. I think both of these ran about 35 bucks. You got the coolest thing about this one is the color. This is kind of janky. There's just no retention on that either. So you got to strap your gun in and buckle it down, and this thing just comes loose just from the weight of the holster itself. So anyways, you open this one in, shove your gun in there, and kind of squish it back down on it. There's some Velcro lining right here that will squeeze down and give you a very limited amount of retention. You got your super sick extra mag carrier right there, and you could put another one over here. Throw your pen in there. But as far as comfortability and actual tactical use, it slides around on your leg a lot. Nothing really secures it down. There's no rubber lining along these to really, grab the material of your pants, whatever it may be, and, stop that from moving around. So yeah, I would heavily advise you not to go buy something like this. You could buy, as many of these as you want. You're never going to find one that works, amazing. And I would just save your money, buy something nice, and like somebody wiser than me always says, buy once, cry once. Just buy it nice the first time, okay? So let's go over the nicer piece of equipment. This is the Safariland 6304 ALS and SLS duty holster. So this holster is pretty badass, very rigid, very durable. Nothing shouts flimsy on this at all. So you have your self-locking system, which is this lever here, and your automatic locking system when you put the gun in the holster. So I'll demonstrate that real quick for you. This holster is also specific to the Streamlight TLR1 holster. That light's pretty big. It's 1,000 lumens. It'll blind you up pretty good. Let me throw this on here. Okay, it's on there. So this is specific to the TLR1. You can buy this identical holster for different guns, and it gives you a selection of weapon lights that you can use. I bought the holster and then I bought the weapon light, just so I knew I wouldn't have any discrepancy there. So this goes straight in, automatic locking system. You hear that click and the retention is instantly there. And I mean, this is some great retention. I mean, I'm really pulling on that. It's not coming out. I think you'd probably have to lift me off my feet and break this thing off of me to get my gun. And then you have your self-locking, boom, right there. You want your extra security. You're in public. You don't want anyone coming up and snatching your gun because they know to push that lever. It gives you kind of 2 walls of defense before this can be drawn. So yeah, then you push this down, move it forward, then your thumb naturally slides back and your gun's out. You got your grip and you are good to go. Then you can draw down on your target and defend yourself. So yeah, this is a very rigid holster. This little piece right here is really good for guiding your thumb. So you don't want to be looking down at your holster every time you draw your gun. So if you're going fast, adrenaline's hitting you, boom, you can throw your hand down there. This might hit it and guide you back to your locking system so that you can push this lever and or push this forward, push the lever and draw your gun. So let's go over what this comes with. So the 6304 comes with a full drop leg rig. I really enjoyed this. It's very comfortable. Seems like a lot of mass at first, but it's not. These straps do have some stretch to them, so you can tighten it down, have them be stretched a little bit, so it's firm on your leg, but it's not suffocating your leg. So then you look here, it's got this rubber lining. It grabs the material of your pants really well. Really prevents this thing from sliding around. It's got that rubber lining pretty much everywhere inside of here. Everywhere where this is exposed, and it does a really great job of keeping this thing in place. The buckles are very, they're thick, they're robust, they're not going to break on you, they're not going to come unbuckled. And this strap right here that attaches to your belt is very rigid, really good structural integrity, feels really solid, and everything comes with these little Velcro bands so that you can secure all of your extra strap that you need to. I don't run this rig anymore. I moved to a mid-ride, and I really enjoy the mid-ride, and let me show you that real quick. So you can buy the Safariland mid-ride piece. Your belt goes straight through here. I weave it in and then weave it out. So that my belt's not coming over the piece and going back in. It rides better that way. And also, so this is just the single piece that you can buy. Here's the one I actually use. I have the QLS locking system on here, as well as a T-Rex arms thigh strap. This kind of has that same lining in here that'll grab your pants. There is some stretchiness to this too, so you can get that nice and secure to your leg. And we have the female piece of the QLS, so this is actually really slick. You can buy as many of these as you want, mount them around your house wherever you think you might want your holster. If you wanted to just use that holster as your everyday open carry, I know some people are into that. Or just have this holster if you're not going to be open carrying, leave this holster parked somewhere in your house. That way you want to get rid of your gun, boom, throw it in there. You're going to bed, have it on the nightstand, have it right next to your bed, on your bed frame, wherever your imagination takes you, you can have it there. So it's super easy. You have the male piece here, looks like your generic buckle, just bigger, and you literally take it and slide it in. You click in and you're in. That sucker's not going anywhere. This plastic is really rigid and really really thick, so you don't really have to worry about it breaking at all. It's very quick. You want to come out of it, you grab these 2 teeth down here just like a regular buckle, and it comes out. So that's really slick, really easy to put on, really fast. Another nice thing about this holster is the retention is to the gun, not the light. There's a lot of holsters that lock retention onto the light, not the gun, and that makes it really light specific. This one to the gun, let me demonstrate. So You could throw your Glock in there. Locks. Okay, great. Okay, now say I want to switch to my everyday carry light. So my everyday carry light is not this big because, you know, I'm a thinner guy. I don't want this bulging in my pants. People getting the wrong idea. So unscrew this and switch this off. Should have came prepared. Okay. Screw that one on. So here's a TLR 7A. They're both by Streamlight. Great lights. You know, great throw of light too. So you get hit in the eyes with one of these things, and it's gonna suck, especially if your eyes are, you know, adjusted to the dark. It's gonna blind the living crap out of you. So here you got your holster, your Glock. Glock's empty, and you drop it in. Bam, automatic lock, and you have the same amount of retention. I mean, that's not coming out of there. Everything still works perfect. Boom, boom, draw it, you're good to go. So if you didn't have time, you know, to grab your extra light and put it on, you know, or if you're in a rush somewhere, or, you know, whatever the case may be, you can leave your EDC light on and run it like that. So a lot of convenience to buying this. I believe I paid around $130 for this off Amazon. Don't buy it off Safariland. They're going to overcharge you. Sorry, Safariland, but your prices on your website are crazy. Go to Amazon, screaming deals. I think this one right now is going for like 130 bucks. You can buy all the other accessories for it. All these accessories, you know, like the mid-ride, as well as the QLS stuff, is all going to run you about 20 bucks a piece. So, you know, you can't really avoid that. But as far as the holster goes, buy it off Amazon, or, you know, find somebody else who is marking that price way down. You'll still be spending about 130 bucks, like I said, but, you know, it's better than spending $250 to $300 for something like this. Is it worth it? Yes, I still think it is worth that amount of money. However, if you can snag it for a better deal, why would you not? Oh, one more thing. With this holster, if you're going to use this every day, you need to be practicing with it. You know, this automatic locking system and self-locking system, you know, to navigate that and get that into your muscle memory actually takes, you know, a good amount of work. You know, this is very awkward for me, you know, learning to push that down, get this out. You know, when I time myself shooting, you know, I notice myself trying to go too fast, so, you know, I'll kind of get this part down, the self-locking, and then when I go to disengage the automatic locking, you know, my thumb isn't pressing that lever down, and I end up either getting stuck, and, you know, it slows me down by a few fractions of a second, which could definitely count in, you know, a dangerous situation. But, you know, you definitely need to be training with this. If you get it, you know, you don't have to be necessarily shooting, just practicing your draw. You know, go into your garage, your bedroom, wherever you do that thing, LARP in front of your mirror, I don't care. Get used to the feel of this thing, because you don't want to take this thing out and just think you're going to go Rambo with it. It's not going to happen. You know, you need to develop that muscle memory, and training is always a good move for everyone. Okay, so for the 6304 Safariland duty holster, you know, I think that's going to do it. You know, I hope that maybe that answers some questions for you guys, maybe clarified a few things, and gave you an idea of whether or not you want to purchase this bad boy. My honest opinion, 10 out of 10. It would be a great purchase. I don't think you would have many complaints about this holster. You know, everybody's got their own opinions, but you know, this is an amazing holster. I definitely would. This was my buy once, cry once, even though I wasted money and put some other holsters in the holster graveyard already. But as for now, you know, thanks for watching, and I just want to leave you with a few things. You know, our Second Amendment has been under attack for a while now. The ATF nominee, David Chipman, just got booted. Thank God. That guy is a flaming piece of crap and wants to ban our AR-15s. He'll never take our AR-15s. Nobody will ever take our AR-15s. You know, the government likes to flex this big arm, but, you know, we do have the Second Amendment, and we are willing to defend that at all costs. So always remember, exercise your Second Amendment while you still can. Do it respectfully. You know, always remember what our founding fathers put in place for us. They are your natural rights to, humans in the United States. They're your God-given rights. So nobody can take those away from you. Joe Biden can't take away your AK-14s. He's not God. So just remember, always exercise your rights. Enjoy your rights. Get out to the range. Shoot with your buddies. Get your reps in. Get your training in. Do something to make yourself better each and every time you go out to that range and pull that trigger. So yeah, until next time, that's the civilian angle, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.